we're in a new season, right? It is springtime. No matter where you're at, the sun is probably starting to shine and come out. Why am I telling you that? Besides, I want you to get outside and get some sun. It's good for you. The reason why I'm telling you that is it's really weird in sales from a psychology standpoint when we have a seasonal change. And the people that you had spoke to back when it was cold, back when it was wintertime, back when people were putting presents under trees or whatever they were celebrating during the holidays, those people that told you, we're not interested, it's not a fit, not right now, might be a good time to reach back out to them. Hey, David, Matt Easton with Easton University. Not sure if you remember me, but I remember you. We spoke about the sales training back in December. Calling to see if it makes sense to get your team on board. Hey, Rick, Steve Martin here with Martin Mortgage. Not sure if you remember me, but I remember you had spoke back in February about refinancing the house. Calling to see if it makes sense for us to pick up the discussion on that. You guys are going to be shocked. When you make those calls, when you make those dials, when you reach out to those people, and if you want to be lazy and do it by email, you can do that as well. I'm just telling you, it's going to be far more effective when they hear your beautiful, composed, organized, down to business voice. Hey, not sure if you remember me, but I remember you. We spoke in December about you guys upgrading your software. Calling to see if it makes sense. Now notice, I'm just jumping right in. Here's what I'm not doing. I'm not, calling to see if you've changed your mind. You told me to go pound sand back in December. Why would I want to set myself in the hole that they put me in December? They're more than welcome to put me back in that hole, but I'm not going to put myself there. Right? So when somebody says, I'm not interested, okay, they're never going to say that to you because you've been trained on Easton University. You're not a jerk. You're not a scumbag. You're not slimy when you're calling them. But if somebody's like, hey, I get it. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for the insight, but we're not interested right now. What I don't want you to do is go, hey, Patty, it's Mike Johnson with Johnson Software Corporation. I know in December you weren't interested. I'm just calling to see if you've changed your mind. Hey, Patty, Mike Johnson, Johnson Software. Not sure if you remember me, but I remember you. We spoke back in December. Calling to see if it makes sense to get the accounting software in there for the firm. Give me a call on my mobile, 720-660-3202. If you guys make those calls, you will get responses, and each and every one of you will get at least, I promise you, one deal that you were not going to get before. Why? Here's what ends up happening. People change their mindset the same way seasons change. Here's what they don't do. Man, you know, we needed that CPA software. I did tell that Mike Johnson from Johnson Computing to go pound sand back in December. You know, he was an all right fella. Let me give him the business. Absolutely not. You are the last person they're going to call. If somebody tells you, I am not interested, not right now, it's not a good fit, and you think that they're going to call you back when they are interested, it is now a good fit, now is the time, you are sorely mistaken. Remember when you were a kid and you would ask your dad or your mom or both parents, can I do something, can I have something, can I go somewhere? And your parents said no. If they're anything like my dad, he talked like a cowboy, nope. And he threw a boy in there all the time, boy, no. When he said no, no meant no. My dad coined the phrase no means no, right? And I couldn't reel back from that because his ego wouldn't allow him to go, you know what, you're a good kid, I changed my mind. And I realize there's a lot of newfangled parents out there that maybe aren't the old-fashioned way, but your customers are. They're old-fashioned like that. So don't think that they're going to back out to you. But there's a bunch of them right now that are like, you know, man, we should do that accounting sales training. It's springtime. We got to kick it up high gear. Let's do some sales coaching, right? Who should we call? They're not going to be like, well, we told the Easton University people a couple months ago to go pound sand. Let's call them back. They're going to start their search over.